Okay, starting to record.
Okay. Hey, I'm here with Anastasha Grace, and she's an emotional. How do you say that? You're an emotional speaker.
I am an emotional and
coach.
mental well-being practitioner and a master coach, master practitioner. I do specialize in many modalities, and I'm also a spiritual guide. Yeah, I do work with mainly people's mental and emotional health and also transformations to make their life more fulfilled, more exciting, less stressful, more incredible, so they can achieve more, have more, do more.
And you do that with hypnotherapy also, so it's one of your specialty.
Yes, I do. I work with I am certified hypnotherapist. I do regressions in past lives and between lives. Use hypnotherapy for stress reductions and changing, working with human unconscious mind, and things like timeline therapy and many other modalities.
Yeah, I saw that you've done so much research, and you just and throughout your life and all the life experience you had and the traumas and the bad relationship you had, you do a lot of speech on that to help people to cope with those stressful memories, past trauma in childhood, and how they can evaluate past those traumas and don't keep them in their skin, secluded, and so they can build a new story, a new life for them. So how does that work, and how do you think that you impact with people's life? Like, we really need that kind of help.
Well, we all carry some amount of pain or hurt or trauma, either from our childhood, throughout our lives, through our life experiences, and it is sitting in the body. It doesn't go anywhere, especially if it's not processed properly. And as humans, we are not really taught, and we don't know how to process our emotions in such a way that it doesn't stay with us, because we get fixated on the mental plane, and also in emotional body doesn't process it as well. So when I work with my clients, we go back in time when it all happened. We go back into the body. We work with energetic level, emotional level, mental level, as a whole. It's holistically with the spirit, mind, and body, to release all those trapped emotions or unprocessed pains and hurts. And for example, 5 core wounds of abandonment, rejection, betrayal, injustice, humiliations, those are wounds, like those are patterns locked in really, really early in life, from the age of 1 to 3. And from there onwards, depending on our experiences, we see the world through different filters. That's how we shaped, and our perception of the world is shaped by the way our unconscious mind has made it mean in the very beginning. So when we release that, when let it go, you become freer, you become more alive, you become more courageous, more in tune with yourself, more on your purpose, more connected to your heart. Your heart is open, and you have more energy, you have more inspiration. So you're coming back to your true self, true inspiration.
True connectness, and you have the ability to now connect with all type of path and all type of people in the world, because you have that deep sense of self within. So that allows you to go through the hurdles of life, right?
Well, to be honest, I don't have hurdles in life now. That's what
you. I
happened.
mean, those people. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But that's the main difference is when you do a certain amount of work of yourself, you release those, you release the victim consciousness or any kind of difficulties or
Yes.
trauma. You elevate yourself, your level of consciousness rises, your level of awareness rises. The life becomes magical. It's not a struggle anymore. It's not difficult anymore. It becomes a game. Yeah, it becomes this,
Full
beautiful
challenge.
journey.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes.
So today we wanted to address COVID-19 and adaptation for families and just single individuals. And so lots of people have talked on that and covered so many parts of it. So there's so much information out there. But I want to know from your point of view, do you think that people have adjusted appropriately, considering like the impact that it has done on the whole world, but how huge it is, and also compared to the other major disaster and other pandemic than we had for a lifetime.
Sorry, what was the question?
Uh, do you think that we have adjusted accordingly in a proper manner? And like, do you think people are adjusting the way they're supposed to? And are they okay? Do you think it's because of the school closure, having to wear masks
Mm.
almost everywhere? Some people, having to be crowded in one room. For some people, it's a huge life change. So, do you think it's getting better, or people are okay, or is it doing a good thing actually to maybe just being more in touch with yourselves? And some people have gone through life journeys because of that. Some people have like realized what was important and of their priority in life, things like this.
Mm. So there are, multiple layers here. First of all, what you mentioned in adjustments is the actions that government has taken for the precaution, and that's the job of the government. The government is has those systems in place how to act in a difficult and dangerous situation. So I believe that governments, and I can speak only for my government, I am in Australia, that's where I saw really closely of the responsiveness, and that the precautions have been taken really well, fast and
Mhm.
logically, considering the potential danger, and also
Globally.
the population location and mass population. In regards to personal adjustments, again, every person adjusts in to their own ability. So what needs to be remembered is that every person acts in accordance with the best capacity. Every person does the best they can with the resources that they have. So if I have more resources, say as a healer, as a behavioral specialist of working with my own fears or my own concerns, I have like more capacity to understand or grasp it. A person who has less information or less training, less knowledge will act differently. And so we need to understand that each person is on a different level and they're approaching it with the best they can. And the first thing that comes up for people is fear. So you need to look at yourself. How do you handle your fear? How do you have strategies dealing with your own fear, and then also do you have strategies with dealing with collective fear with people that are around you? Because we're not just ourselves in the vacuum. We live in an environment, and an environment has a huge effect on us. And if we approach everything with the sense of self-responsibility and taking, first of all, taking responsibility for ourselves. Yes, of course, there are people in charge, like an emergency and medical and government and other services that are here to support us. But first and foremost, if whatever arises in life, if you look at it through the eyes of, I need to take full responsibility for myself, and not drop into the victim consciousness, not drop into the panic, not drop into complete helplessness or completely, a blackout of I can't think, I don't know. But remember that you always have the inner knowing, you always have the intuition, you always have the management of your body, your emotions, your feelings, your words, how you show up in the
I like
world.
that. That's a great tip. Yes. Because
Yes.
yeah, there's like you said, there's people who just gonna are very sensitive, very highly to be a trigger for the fear and the global fear, like you're talking about, and they might not have a tool, and they might not know what to do, and they might trap themselves in that constant fear, a panic, like panic mood. So I like what you just said about like listen to your body, listen to your instinct, because when those people are in those stage in life, they really don't have much else to go to. So those are good tools. What other tips would you say as a coach, emotional coach? Would you say those people need to be able to like have some kind of peace, uh, to guide them to like say, okay, like you say, I'm going to take my responsibility, and what can I do to feel to take action so I'm not feeling scared all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, get out of your mind when your mind starts racing or overthinking. Mind is designed to live either in the past or in the future. So the mind is actually designed to create all kind of horrible variations in order to ensure your survival. However, your survival will most likely depend not on the fear, but the like logic and coldness and being present in and out. Always come back to your breath. Something that people forget to do is to come back to their breath, and breath
Yes.
is life, breath is them, this is your life force energy, this is your soul, this is actually you. When you start breaking down what we consist of in a
Yeah.
simple language, breath is your life force energy. Come back to breath, come back to the now, come back to just first start regulating your survival and fight, flight, freeze responses. Those are automated, like automatic in your body, are completely not under your control. So first and foremost, always figure out, are you in freeze, flight, or fight response, and regulate. Let the cortisol go down, let yourself relax, and modulate your physical responses through the breath, through calming down, through understanding. And imagine like you had a 3-year-old with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what your unconscious mind like. It's like it's a completely uh, helpless, irrational, fear-based 3-year-old goes like and come back
And
to
stop
yourself.
breathing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. Right now I'm here. I'm alive. I'm not sick. I'm healthy. It's okay. And then from there on, again, continuing being with yourself and providing yourself nurture and support and love and self-compassion, you can actually look at the situation from different position. What if I take the bird's eye view? What if I take God's view? What if I take the position of this person or the government, and let me look at the situation from a different perspectives and to fully understand it. That